They're definitely unlike anything else I have in my collection, and I really appreciate that. I just think it's a really interesting looking pair of kicks. Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you again. Today I want to get into a pair that I've heard a lot of mixed comments about. I think these looked really interesting. I like the colors, I like the style. It's something new, unlike anything else that I have. And I was pretty pumped to be able to pick these up so easily. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at this Union collab with the Nike Field General in the Shimmer colorway. So I wasn't aware at how much people weren't feeling the shoe until I made a short about them, and I think the first 3 or 4 comments were something like brick, trash, garbage, all that kind of stuff, which I don't mind. I encourage people to let me know what they think. I think these look interesting, and like I said before, it's something brand new. I have never owned a Field General. Even if I already had a Field General, I've never seen any that looked anything like this. There's been debate about Union collabs kind of falling off. I know some of them don't hit as hard as what other ones do. The OG Jordan 1 High Union collabs are probably the best Union collabs that there's ever been. But then I also really like the Passport Dunks. I believe that's what they called that pack, but there was like a blue one, a pistachio one. I thought they were all done really well. Since then, there's been some Union collabs like the Cortez, also like the collab with the Jordan 2, and they weren't as popular, but I can still appreciate the design and just how unique they were. One thing we've gotten accustomed to with Union collabs is really cool packaging. This one, if you couldn't already tell, is made to look like a locker. It looks like it's got some little stickers on there, and it says Nike. Up on the top corner, you can see it says Union. It's kind of like in some Sharpie graffiti. Then on the side, we continue to have some dual branding with Union, and then it looks like a sticker, but it's a swoosh. On the other side of the box, it looks like there's some fake stickers on there as well. The tag reads Nike Field General SPU. The colors are Shimmer and Silt Red. I went with my true to size, which is a size 10. I've never had a Field General on feet, so I want to throw these on and let y'all know how the fit is, and also just give you a good look at them. The cool packaging continues inside the box. We've got Union was here underneath the lid. We've got some dual branding on the paper inside. It also came with a pack of stickers, and that's very similar to the design that we see on the box. All right, so enough rambling about the box. Here they are. I'm digging these things. I think these things are so cool. To me, my immediate thought whenever I got this shoe, and even whenever I saw images of this colorway, I felt like this is a more interesting version of those Tom Sachs shoes. And I've had a bunch of different colors of them. I had the OG colorway, and then I had that brown colorway. And I wore them both a couple of times, but I didn't hang on to any of them. I feel like if you would have taken those brown Tom Sachs shoes and kind of just added some flair to them, this is what you would get. There were 3 colorways in this pack. There was this one, there was one that was, I think it was like an off noir or something, but it was mainly black. That was probably my second favorite pair, and then my third favorite was the all white and orange pair. This pair I know was a Union exclusive. I'm not sure who all got that black pair, like if it went to boutiques and that sort of thing, but the white and orange pair was everywhere. It was in boutiques, on the sneakers app, on Union. I think that white and orange pair had the highest stock numbers, and I think the black pair is the most rare out of the pack. But like I said, this was my favorite colorway. I love the combination of brown and pink. I've always thought that was a cool mashup, and whenever I was a kid in high school, I had some outfits that were primarily brown and pink, and I'm glad that that kind of color combination is coming back in a little bit. I already showed you the stickers that we got in the box, but we also got some spare laces on these. I might actually try out this pink and brown pair of laces. I think they're pretty neat looking, but it also came with a Union Gold spare set of laces. The laces that are in here are just a flat, they almost look off-white, but they've got just a hint of like a pinkish hue to them. Before I take this off of here, here's a good look at it. It looks like one of those floating keychains, and on one side it says Union, on the other side it says Nike, but obviously that's a football. All right, so I got that bulky keychain out of the way. I already mentioned how we have that Union gold extra set of laces, but we also see accents of that Union gold here in the zigzag stitching, as well as with that Union LA tag, which we're so accustomed to seeing. I like those little pops of color, and whenever you see that, there's no mistaking this is a Union collab. I think Union and Nike did a really good job with the co-branding that they have on the shoe. On the left shoe, down on the midsole, you can see it says Union. On the midsole of the right shoe, it says Nike. We've also got that dual branding on the tongues. On the right shoe, it says Union. On the left shoe, it says Nike. But I like the way they kind of balanced out all that branding on both these shoes. And at the same time, it's not real in your face. It's not like you're a walking billboard. So I think it was done tastefully. Looking at the outsole, we can see that it's pretty much just all like a waffle traction pattern. They almost look like trail shoes or something like that. And it feels like these are like bicycle tires or something. Like it's very hard rubber. It seems like they would be really grippy, and like you could pretty much walk anywhere in them and you wouldn't have to worry about getting a flat tire in these bad boys. That outsole is pretty much all dark brown, but it has lighter brown accents around the side of the shoe at the midfoot. We also see some Nike branding there at the midfoot. And then at the front of the toe on the outsole, it's a little bit lighter of a brown color as well. Then as we come up to the midsole, it's kind of just got a little bit of texture on there, but it's that dark brown color. Then of course we have that lighter brown for the Union or the Nike branding on the other shoe. And then we've got some lighter tan accents there on the heel. It's not too busy, it's really simple, but I think it looks nice and classy. As we come up from that midsole, and probably my favorite thing about this shoe is just the insane amount of texture that you have on this upper. The base is all a really breathable mesh, and it's in this nice brown color, but then we have overlays of a very premium feeling leather. On top of that, we have a really nice feeling suede. And then for our swoosh, we have a different kind of leather. It's got a tumbled effect, but again, it's a very nice material. On the heel up here by the collar, I think this is a synthetic material. It's a brown color, but I also think that that's reflective. I've seen the light catch that, and it really makes it pop. So I like that little reflective touch, but that definitely has a synthetic feel to it. But then we've got more premium overlays of both this leather and then this suede here on the heel. I like this Nike swoosh that's cut out. I think that's a pretty neat effect. And below that, it looks like we have more of this premium leather that we see in other sections of the shoe. For the eye stays, it looks like they put some of that nice tan suede over top of that synthetic reflective material, and that just helps to give it a nice border effect. And then we've also got these little pink canvas accents, and they have a strip of reflective going down the middle of them as well. And we get more of that for a loop here on the heel. Our tongue is in a very, very pale pink color, and it kind of feels just like a nylon tongue, but the top of it has exposed foam, and you can see the white foam right there within. On top of the left shoe, we have that Nike tag. On top of the right shoe, we have the Union tag. For our sock liner, we have a synthetic leather, and it looks like they put the size in there like we've seen on like Jordan 185s and similar old silhouettes like that, but not sure if you can see it, but it says size 10 right there inside of the collar. Then our insole is that really light color, and on the left shoe, it has Union branding, and on the right shoe, it has Nike branding. So that was a pretty quick look at these Union Field Generals in the Shimmer colorway in hand. I'm going to go ahead and throw these on so we can see how they look and also talk about sizing. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. I got them on feet. A lot of people were telling me that this was unwearable, that the colorway and silhouette was just unwearable, and I gotta disagree with that. I think they look great. I really like them. It's a different style than anything else that I have in my collection. On the Union website, whenever I ordered these, it actually recommended to go a half size up because it said that they ran snug. Because it looked like it had a leather sock liner, I went true to size. I'm really glad I did, because if I would have gone a half size up, they'd be way too big. They're not even that snug in my opinion. Recently I grabbed a pair of Asics 1130s and I got them true to size. Now they felt snug. This doesn't feel that snug to me at all, and I have wide feet. So I would say go true to size in this shoe. If you want a really snug fit, I would even go a half size down. As far as comfort goes, that rubber traction, it's very hard on the outsole. I wouldn't say that this is a shoe that you'd be comfortable in all day. However, because it's all mesh, it does seem like it's pretty breathable. But that hard rubber outsole, I think, makes these kind of heavy. And if I'm going to be on my feet walking all day, I'd go to a New Balance or an Asics, Nike Vomero 5, something along those lines. I think these are great. I don't think they're hard to pull off. Maybe y'all will disagree. Maybe you think they look silly. If you do, let me know. It honestly doesn't hurt my feelings. I am old enough now to not care in the least bit what anybody else thinks about what I like and what I wear. So please do share your thoughts, whether they're good or bad. I'm really pleased with this pair of kicks. They're definitely unlike anything else I have in my collection, and I really appreciate that. I absolutely love all these different textures that we have on here. I just think it's a really interesting looking pair of kicks. As always, we get you a little top-down POV. Sometimes I just think it's so refreshing to have something that's unique, and this definitely feels brand new. I know the Field General is an old silhouette, I think from the 80s, but these definitely have a brand new feel and a brand new style to me, and I really like that. Y'all will have to let me know what your favorite color from this pack was. And sometimes I do get into a funk where I feel like everything I have looks exactly the same. So this is really just so refreshing to me. All right, so hopefully that gave you a good look at these Union Field Generals in the Shimmer colorway. I like these a lot. I don't want to make it sound like they're the best shoe in the world or anything, but I just like how unique the style is. I think they're comfortable enough. Like I said, it's not going to compare to like the Nike Zoom Vomero 5 or anything like that, but these are more comfortable than what I was expecting, especially because of how heavy they feel in hand. But it's just something new, and I really appreciate that. I like pops of color, and you tie that in with the brown and pink. I just think these things came out really well. I actually like these enough that I'll be watching the other two colorways, and if they do dip below retail, I might just have to snag up one or two more pair. Let me know what you all think about them. I appreciate you all watching tremendously, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm out.